super long story short, Miles addressed some concerns of within VShojo and how VShojo is owing people large amounts of money, amongst those people being 500,000 that is owed to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. And also I made a tweet opening up about them recruiting me in 2023. Let me just talk real quick about this because I opened a can of worms. VShojo reached out to me in 2023 asking me if I want to join. It was the second half of the year of 2023. And before I say anything, I've already seen some like weird ass drama schizos try and, already drama the situation of like, so nice of you to let other people run into the fucking fire. VShojo doesn't send out fucking newsletters of people who are about to join to the entirety that is the VTubing scene. I don't fucking know who's joining, brother. When a few of the talents walked out, a little while after, they recruited people. I was amongst one of those people I tried to recruit. We got to the contract negotiation phase, which is where everything fell apart because I strongly disagreed with the contract. It was very greedy, very exploitative of my assets. And before I say anything more, again, those non-medication having schizos on Twitter, just because I disagree with the contract doesn't mean I have to go around the fucking world and literally commit slander, which, by the way, defamation is literally fucking illegal. Just because I don't like a contract and it's robbing me doesn't mean that A, other people are getting the same contract, and B, doesn't mean that other people disagree with it as much. They try to monetize my assets that I worked for. When they reached out, I was very, very, very particular about what I want and what I have to offer and my worth. And when they reached out, the person who reached out, they promised the fucking world. They had this big ass, long ass meeting and promised the world. And that was all beautiful. That was where everything, this is where everything is like, holy shit, this is insane. When VShojo opened their applications, way before that, I applied. And I actually made it past the first wave. Never heard anything back, ever. First of all, it was my long-lived dream to join Hololive, but they didn't want me, or rather, never looked at my application or anything. Yeah, this is before I debuted, by the way. This is a long time ago. When I saw that the VShojo girls had so much fun and they were such a tight-knit group and like collabs and hangouts, and they looked like the most beautiful people on planet to me. So I applied. Didn't make it very far. Then, far later, eventually at some point, they reached out at the almost peak of my career and they were trying to hire me. So they were giving me this whole presentation of what they can do for me, which was great and all. But then we came to a list of things that are very important to me. I can run down the list super quick. I also noted some red flags that I noticed right away. My biggest contract was the revenue share. I did not like how their revenue splits with merchandise and similar things. They wanted too much revenue share, way too much. And the money they offered me in exchange for taking this much of my revenue was just not even that was an insult. That was a genuine red flag because they kept calling 50-50 splits what was that word? Industry standard. Any corporate that hires you and always puts emphasis on industry standard, run. First of all, 50-50 is not the industry standard. Third-party deals was also the biggest red flag. They wanted 5% on third-party deals. I wanted them to negotiate it down to 0. Third-party deals is stuff that they have nothing to do with. It's me doing stuff. One thing that wasn't a red flag at first, I also told them, stay the fuck away from gamer subs. And at first they were like, sure, fair. But then they tried to be dodgy about it and they were like, for the time being, yes. Until we renegotiate the contract, I was like, no renegotiation. And their excuse for this was, as part of VShojo and part of the brand name, part of the income and opportunities that come my way are due to VShojo in my name. And I said, no, all of these things are stuff I did myself. You don't touch it. The by far biggest red flag was I asked them to sign a non-compete between them and Mythic. They didn't want to sign that. I have proof of everything, by the way. And before anyone tries to pull some weird sneaky shit or VShojo tries some weird sneaky shit, I have proof of everything. They then tried to argue when I asked about the non-compete. They were like, hey, we operate on a trust basis. And I was like, don't give a shit. Don't care. It's a contract. Trust basis. The second red flag was in this beautiful first interview where they presented everything of what VShojo can and will do for me. I asked straight up, put them in a contract. Everything you offer, put it in a contract. Needlessly to say, that part never happened. There is absolutely no reason to not have them in a contract. But when I ask you to put it on paper in the contract that you want me to sign, you refuse. I also wanted to argue that VShojo cannot take down whatever they want. If I make a tweet and VShojo doesn't like it, they have the right to ask me to take it down. But I wanted them to have a clause in the contract that basically makes it, you can ask me to take it down, but you can't force me. So if I don't want it, if I don't want to take it down, you simply have to get rid of my contract. And now to the people who still go like, why didn't you avoid it? Shut the fuck up, bro. For someone who has nothing, this contract isn't even that exploitatory. It still has some icky stuff in there, but like, if you've got nothing, you can use this as an opportunity to grow yourself into something over the next 2 years. It's not bad for everyone, but it is absolute daylight robbery for people who are independent. Yes. Keep in mind, that contract had none of the things they promised. They said they operate on trust. But please do not forget that this has nothing to do with the girls. I hope no one takes it out of context. VShojo is not the girls. I swear to God, if I see some fucking mentally ill, non-medication taking idiot on Twitter slander whatever I said and use it to like drag the girls, the talent is completely separated from the company. Oh, and Kuru. Sorry, the girls and Kuru. Do you think in an agency it sounds like you have everything handled? No, I don't. I've never wanted to be part of an agency. Okay, so the reason still to this day places like Hololive are something I would love to be part of is because I want a community that is the talents. I would love a tight-knit group of friends who are all going to through the same stuff, who are all part of the same thing, who are all doing the same in the same space, and connect with them, be friends with them, all of this. I want a team of people that I can lean onto, that I can do stuff with, that I can hang out with, that I can create content with, that I can rely on. I want that, and I still very much crave that. I still very much want that. It's still one of my goals. I still love that. This fucking industry, the absolute greed in this industry has fucking ruined me. If it ain't on black on fucking white, I don't want it. You can do a 180, retrace your steps, go back out the fucking door, bro. Don't care. But yeah, this is how my recruitment process has been. You gotta pay your cheese tax every time you're cooking. When the cheese comes out, there's puppy comes looking. The rules are the rules, the facts are the facts. So when the cheese drawer opens, you gotta pay the tax. The cheese tax. The cheese tax.